everybody. Welcome back to the Toban Talks podcast. Today, I am talking with my friend Ariana. She works at the Makerspace here at campus, where they do a bunch of like 3D printing and a bunch of cool stuff like that.
Hi, my name is Ariana, and I work at the Makerspace.
Yeah, I kind of covered it for you, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start this off. So, anyone who doesn't know, there's a little lab, I guess, in the tunnels, kind of between the UM Center and I guess the Arms Lecture Theater.
Yeah, it's the building, like the Makerspace is in the Allen building.
Yeah.
But that's connecting through the tunnels of UC and Arms, so.
Yeah. So plenty of people probably walk by it all the time and don't even totally know what goes on in there. So why don't you tell us what goes on inside the Makerspace?
A lot of stuff. So we have 3D printers. We have like common PLA 3D printers, and we have resin printers. So you can do like little figurines and stuff. Pretty cool. We have a laser cutter, a water jet cutter. So it's basically more of if you have a hobby or if you have any project that you're doing for your schoolwork or like personally, you can just go there and use our machines.
Cool. So you threw out a bunch of machines that you use. Let's kind of walk through them. You said there was the resin printer?
Yeah.
So what is a resin printer? How does it work? What would you use it for over other things?
There is a lot of science that goes behind the resin printer.
Right. Treat me like I know nothing about it, so don't go too complicated with it. Treat me like if you explain the science to me, it'd just go right over my head.
Okay. You have a box that you put a liquid called resin, and then you put a laser and like it's a sheet underneath, and the laser will cure certain parts of this liquid resin.
Yeah.
And that will create the shape layer by layer. And it's really weird because it goes upside down and you have to put a lot of... Yeah. So when you're printing it, you will be printing, instead of like going like straight like that, like the head on the top, you will just tilt it all the way 180 degrees. Again, it's a lot of science going on.
That's weird because I have a friend who has a resin printer, so I've seen it in action before, and I have a few things from him that he's printed for me. But I didn't know they printed out upside down. Is it for support reasons? Like if there's things... Hit the microphone. We're going to do that again. If there's things that are like sticking out off the edges, like close to the top, is it for support reasons, or is it for like why would you print it upside down?
So there is the square that reflects the light, and then that gets pulled up, and that's where it cures in the square. Like it cures in the bottom of the fluid. It's a really weird thing that I cannot explain too much through words. It's better to just watch it in video. So if you actually want to like know what I'm talking about, just search a video on YouTube. That'll be like,
or go by the Makerspace.
Oh, go by the Makerspace. That's completely true.
What was the other 3D printer you had?
We have the common PLA printers.
So what are those? How do they differ?
Resin printers are a process where the liquid gets cured, and then the PLA regular other material printers, that is more of you add layers to it, so you add the material instead of curing it.
Okay, yeah. So like it builds up on top of itself rather than being just like a liquid that gets like solidified over time. Cool.
You're explaining it better than me.
Okay. Hey, I'm learning now. So what would the benefit over one or another be? Like, is it like resolution or something? Like, is something more smooth than the other?
Yes. So I believe that our regular printers, 3D printers that have a 0.25 millimeters of resolution, but if you are resin printed, that goes way smoother, way lower. Don't quote me on the numbers. I think it's 0.05, but I would like double check that.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like the resolution of the resin printer is way smoother, like way higher.
So it'd basically be like pixel resolution, essentially like on a TV, where it's like if you have a smaller pixel count, the TV looks grainier, and if you have a larger pixel count, it just looks smoother and nicer.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy way to comprehend it. You also use water jet cutting? I didn't know. I knew about the printers. I didn't know about that.
The water jet cutter, it's something that you use it as a last resort because it's really expensive.
Okay.
But if you can avoid it, do it. But if you really are passionate about cutting weird materials that you cannot cut in laser, then go ahead and use the water jet cutter.
Do you have many people come by to use it? Because I know the printers are probably used pretty often. Do you have people coming by using the laser and the water jet?
The laser we do because you can engrave stuff.
Oh,
you
yeah.
You can do
like
coasters, or you can do, I don't know, like a little something like your dog or a person there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for the water jet cutter, we don't really. It's more of a if you are a student, a postgraduate student, and you really need a metal sheet or like ceramic to get cut, then they can use the water jet cutter.
Okay,
so it's not too often for it.
Yeah. So who kind of, I don't know if you'd know this off the top of your head, but who is the most common kind of, I guess, customer? Because I guess people have to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would be like the most common type of customer? Is it like just students being like, hey, I want something cool? Or is it like clubs or people with projects? Or
I think it's more common for students using it for classes and for extracurriculars.
Yeah.
But there are some people that are just walk in and say, hey, I want a one-piece Monopoly set of figurines. Can I have that? And we're like, sure.
Yeah, because I've seen you guys have displays with stuff for sale. Like there was like Hollow Knight stuff at one point, and I'm a big Hollow Knight fan, so I almost bought it and then it was out. So missed my chance. But I know like there's just stuff that people can come in and buy. Is that right?
Yeah, you can buy stuff that it's so it's complicated because we don't really have licenses to sell things from Disney or like Hollow Knight stuff. So we put it on the window so you can like show you can print this by yourself if you want to.
I see. Yeah.
So we also offer the service of you don't want to touch a 3D printer, so we charge you for us doing it for you.
Okay.
But it will still be under your name. You're printing it. It's like it's built
like
to you.
A middleman kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like a technician, I guess.
Yeah, because we cannot really sell stuff from like I don't know, Pokemons.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like when certain people print things and they sell them of a different IP, there's usually like license problems when it's like actually like marketable. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. But that makes a lot of sense. So it's more so like those displays are like, this is what you can do, rather than like we're selling this thing specifically.
There are things that we do sell. For example, we do a lot of checking commercial license of 3D models and online, and that if we can afford like the license and stuff, then we print it, we sell it. It's completely legal.
Yeah.
So
love to hear that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So would you say you can people can request things, obviously, but they can come in and be like, I have this thing. Can I print it? That can happen. Yeah. Do you have people that design things on their own? Like, do you have like modeling? I don't like Blender. I've used Blender before. Do you have like a Blender thing where you can like 3D model in Makerspace and print that for someone, where someone's like, I request, like you said, Monopoly pieces. Like what if someone's like, I want, chess pieces. Mm-hmm. Can you make chess pieces and print them like on your own? Or do you like have to download them from somewhere?
So we currently do not have anyone that wants to mess with Blender because I quote from something I heard this morning. Yeah. Blender is the only program where new users can confuse old users.
I see.
Apparently, it's a very messy program where if a new user, I don't know, publishes like this error that they found, like, hey, how do I fix it? And in the forum, like the technical support will be, how did you do that?
How'd you even start this problem? We don't know how you got here. That's good. But yeah, so do you have a program in the Makerspace that you can use to 3D model like your own stuff on request?
Unfortunately, we do not have a program in our computers, but if you come and using SolidWorks, Fusion, like whichever other program that is not Blender, then there might be someone to help you. And also if we had some people come in and just show us a picture and say, hey, can I print this logo like in 3D? And then we model it and then we print it. So.
Cool. Do you work with clubs, or like do clubs come to you and ask like if they can use your stuff, and how often does that happen?
I think it happens pretty often. Like mostly we get engineering students or engineering students in clubs to get our equipment and like use it. But we also have some other clubs that just want to print, I don't know, a medal, or they want to print a trophy, and they can also request, if they don't know how to model it, they can request us to model it.
Nice. Yeah, so I guess, like you said, it comes down to like a lot of clubs are probably in the engineering group that are doing this because they're probably already working with SolidWorks and stuff.
Yeah.
At that point. If you want to explain what SolidWorks is, because we've been throwing it around like we know what it is, but if you want to go ahead and explain what it is.
SolidWorks is a 3D modeling program, so should I also explain what Blender is?
Yeah, probably a good idea. Let's be totally honest. I'm getting a little like carried away with this because I love this stuff. I'm not very well versed in it, but I love anything to do with like creative 3D printing and stuff. And then I forget that not everyone knows what happens with it. So what is Blender? What is SolidWorks? Why are they different?
What is Blender? Blender is a program where you can like create shapes, and then these shapes you can put textures, and you could like form them into figurines, or you can form it into a car. You could like design it. Yeah. It's mostly used professionally, or like people that really know how to use it, because the interface is not really beginner friendly.
User friendly, yeah.
Yeah, and not really user friendly. Not even beginner friendly. It's just not user friendly. SolidWorks, it's a sort of the same concept, but it's not too related to art. It's more related to technical stuff. So you can do less complex figures, but the coordinates of each point, and you can run like, I don't know, stress analysis, force analysis, fluid analysis, and that is more related to like engineering fields. And it is used a lot in the industry. Okay,
cool. And then, so that would kind of explain the differences, where one is more artistic and then one is more creative. Cool. And you prefer SolidWorks from the sounds of it?
I've never tried Blender before, but it's because I've heard stories about it. So
it's like the one, you just don't touch it.
Yeah,
it's like the One Ring. Don't get into it.
Nope.
Okay, cool. We're gonna take a quick break here. We'll come back and we'll keep talking 3D printing and probably some more aspects about how you've used it. Why don't we get you involved with it? Cool. All right, we'll be right back.